All right, I may or may not have impulse purchased the video game, but hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Elden Ring NightReign. So this game's been out for 4 days, I believe, at this point, and I didn't buy it when it came out, obviously, or else I would have made a video on it already. But yeah, watching people play it, I was sort of reserved on whether or not I actually wanted to pick this up. But after watching people play it for about 3-4 days, I was like, yeah, this game seems really cool, if a bit flawed, but I still think the $40 price tag is like worth the price of admission. Ignoring the flaws, the fact that there's, what is it, 8 unique bosses, you know, at the end of each run, and the unique playable characters and their abilities and the way that they play offer like different drastic play styles that are very different, even compared to regular Elden Ring, where you can use everything. Interestingly enough, they put out an update literally earlier today that improved the solo play experience, and then I assume also fixed some bugs and things like that. Yeah, the big thing being the solo experience changes that they made. You get 1 free self-revive, and you also gain more experience just overall. So I was going to play a game with people, but my experience with the co-op in this game has been not amazing. Now, I've been playing with randoms entirely this whole time. I haven't played it with friends yet. So my biggest issue being the like connection quality is not great. You know, I remember seeing the network test and just, you know, hearing about this game when they revealed it. I'm like, you know, multiplayer has not been their like strong suit in terms of like the stability, but I mean, the network test seemed fine when I watched people play it, but obviously that was full of people playing together who all probably lived in the same country and whatever, and probably close by to each other, if not that. But playing with pure randoms, it's like, yeah, it's kind of laggy. I'm not gonna lie. It's basically plays the same way that regular Souls multiplayer feels like to play, which is not good. But I will say, I think I've had 1 or 2 victories in playing with randoms. They were against the first boss here, Tricephalus, or Gladius. I don't know why these are called this. Actually, it's very weird. But yeah, so I've completed this one already. You can see the slash there through the boss portrait on the left. And I'm on this one currently. And I was going to do this one with randoms, but just to showcase the solo changes, I think I'm going to hop into a game of Tricephalus. I keep having a stroke trying to read that. And one, just because I'm more familiar with the boss and just stuff in this run. But yeah, before we continue here, this is not what I wanted to do. All right, never mind. I guess we're doing it with 3 people. I forgot to switch it to solo. Whoopsie. But yeah, if you do enjoy this and you want to help support the channel, we're on our way to 2K after previously reaching 1,000 recently. So if you would like to help me reach that goal in the future, then that would be very cool. And I would very much appreciate that. Also, the fight you have to do to unlock Revenant is super annoying. At least the way that I did it. I just brute forced it with Wilder and trying to like do it quote unquote honestly. I'm pretty sure most people equip Iron Eye and just cheese it, which is fine because it's fucking bullshit otherwise. I guess we'll see how the connection here is. It's the middle of the day right now. Where do we want to go? Go to camp, and then is there a holy camp anywhere at all on this map? There's not. Okay, well that's kind of unfortunate. Good thing I have Sacred Blade on this weapon. Yeah, most of my hours I've played, in fact all of my hours so far and all the runs that I've done have been on Wilder exclusively. But I think once I finish his Remembrance quest line, I think the next character that I want to try and play is the Executor, which if you've seen the trailers for the game, you know is the Hype Moments and Aura class, and also the Wake Me Up Inside class, even though that's actually the Revenant, but you know, we won't talk about that. Where do we want to go? Wow, I actually have teammates pinning the map. You love to see it. But the Executor, being the Samurai Sekiro parry class, is very cool, if not a bit flawed, just in the way that it's like the way the damage on everything on his like special katana is scaled that you use to parry everything. It doesn't inflict status, so you know, you can parry and stance break enemies, which is super cool. But yeah, it's literally the do we have team synergies and helpful abilities character? No, we have Hype Moments and Aura. One thing that I do like about this game, which is like a small thing, is that one, this is actually kind of a big thing, but the characters with their specialized weapon all have a unique moveset. So Wilder with great swords has a unique moveset, and the Executor with the katanas has a unique moveset as well. And they also have unique riposte and backstab animations, which is super cool. And we did not get a stone sword key. That is unfortunate. Unless there's one literally right here. There's not. All right, that is also unfortunate. Is there a hole in this ground? Yes, there is. And sometimes in these castles, there's a hole to go to the little boss underneath, and sometimes there's not. It's very odd. Oh, he did a parry at Moments in Aura. This is this way. Yeah, Wilder is like such a good beginner character. Obviously, he was made like that intentionally, but yeah, his passive where you get to cheat death 1 time. I don't know if it's per day or per... I'm assuming it's per day. Wow, okay, everybody just ult. Why don't you? Holy shit. Gargoyle's Flame Halberd or Flail? Probably this. Whoops. And then we can come over here and level up again. Oh, we level up twice. Let's see it. Yeah, there's not any holy camps on the map, which is kind of unfortunate because the boss at the end of the run is weak to holy. But you know, it's fine. We move. Yeah, another class that seems really fun to play is Iron Eye, is the archer class. They completely overhauled how bow combat works specifically for this game, which is funny that it took them like 15, 20 years to actually make bow combat not feel like shit in their games. But you know what? We move. I hate this thing. How did that hit me? I don't think my teammates are following me unless they're like over here, which they are. What are they doing? Oh my god! This is unwise of me. Alright, well, there goes my cheat death thing that I had. God, this enemy is annoying as fuck in the regular Elden Ring, and this I feel like it's like 10 times more annoying. I feel like it moves even faster than it normally does. I love that the summon like is just tanking the boss. Oh. Okay. Well, I will say playing in the day when there's actual people probably actually alive and playing is, the connection feels decent. Didn't feel like 100% abysmal dog shit. There you go. Okay, that was a bit messy, but we got it done. Sacred. Ooh. You know, I'm gonna pick this up just because it's a weapon that does innate holy damage. But yeah, we should. Oh, the church is gone. And that mine is not in the zone. This is unfortunate. Come here. Yeah, one thing that I realized is super important in this is getting churches so you can get your max flasks increased, because yeah, going into like later in the game with only 3 flasks, you get 1 at the end of day 2, I believe, you know, if you beat it. So you at least have 4 at the bare minimum going into the final boss. But I'm also not sure if this is true or not, but I remember playing solo, it feels like you have a lot more time to like run around and do stuff, although that might just be placebo because I can actually focus on what I'm doing. And if I can get to this, I would love to be able to go into a mine and grab a smithing stone so I can have one of my weapons be blue. Although I have 2 blue weapons already, so I guess for now I can just use this. Grab that, and yeah, go into a mine and go. Is there one close to us? There is. It's over here. Yeah, so at the very least, I can, if I find a merchant, I can upgrade a blue weapon to purple, because yeah, having a purple weapon is like really important. You can get away with using a blue weapon at the end of your run, but I just feel more safe with a purple weapon. Obviously, having a legendary weapon would be helpful, but you know. Alright, I can't repost him because his face is 3 degrees up the wall. The devs thought they were real fucking funny putting a troll in a fucking tiny cave, weren't they? Fucking comedians. The only good thing about being in a cave with this enemy is that when he does that drag the sword across the floor attack, he fucking bounces into a wall like an idiot. Also, it's very important when you kill this boss, you pick up the smithing stone and not the weapon, unless you don't need the smithing stone. But I mean, it's purple. Why the fuck would you not want it? Where else can we go? I wish there was another church here. There is right outside on the bounds of the map, but I have the feeling when I run out of here, it's going to be outside the zone already. If I like haul ass there immediately, we can come over here and level up again. Level 5. I would like to be like level 7 or 8 for the end of the night, or the day, I should say. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's all the way back there. Is there a thing here? I don't think there is. It's shrinking now. Fuck. All right, well, I don't think we're gonna be able to get anything else done here. Yeah, we should probably go this way. That is one thing. Like, this isn't like a flaw with the game. It's just the type of game that it is. But like, being on a timer constantly is like so anxiety inducing, especially if you like play just regular single player Souls games. You can just take however long you want doing whatever. It's very different, you know, constantly having this timer in the back of your mind hounding you to get shit done and do it as efficiently as you possibly can. Oh god, there's a fucking death blight ruin over there. That sounds miserable. Okay, well, I mean, I guess at the end of this, we're right next to the church, so we can go ahead and grab that when we're done. But yeah, I'm focusing a lot. Oh, there's a fucking Erd Tree avatar over there. You can do that too, I guess. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I've been focusing a lot on the game because you have to fucking pay attention to what you're doing. But yeah, I think this game is super fun, like I was saying at the beginning. And I think, you know, there's the positives of this game far outweigh the negative things. However, the negative things about this game, I have like 3 main issues with this game. Why did this man ult? Anyways, my first problem is, and this is something that I didn't notice until I actually played the game, is that it's very weird to me that this game does not have any Shadow of the Erd Tree weapons or enemies or bosses in it, considering this is literally Elden Ring, roguelike, throw everything in it, randomize it, and have a good time. It's very strange to me that, you know, a huge amount of content that they could have added to this game, I'm assuming relatively easily, is like they just didn't. Oh, it's the fucking bell-bearing hunter. Oh, fuck me. This man has infinite fucking super dashes. All right, cool. This man has multiple heals. What the? Okay, God, these pure female enemies are so fucking annoying. But yeah, the fact that there's no Shadow of the Erdtree content in this game at all, that's a lie. There are two things that I've noticed that are from Shadow of the Erdtree that they did actually put in this, and that's the Golden Hippo enemy and the Demi-Human Swordmaster enemy. But yeah, none of the Remembrance bosses from that DLC are here, or any of the other enemies or weapons. It's like they didn't put the unarmed weapon moveset in this game. That's a travesty. Is our Revenant okay? I think our Revenant is going off to seize people. This is slightly unfortunate that our Revenant is as seemingly lagging out. What the fuck is he doing over there? Oh, the game lagged out. That's lame. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like maybe that was just like purely due to that person's connection or whatever. But can you rejoin the session? Oh. Huh, weird. Okay, so I don't know what that actually is, but does that mean you can rejoin your session if you lag out? That'd be really cool. But yeah, there's no Shadow of the Erdtree stuff. And like I said in the last video, the returning Dark Souls stuff that they put in here. In terms of like the bosses, one, I feel like they're like way cooler bosses that they could have chosen. Now some of them are really cool, like I think the DS2 ones are pretty, like they're not like the best bosses in that game, but they're like pretty iconic and cool. They have the Smelter Demon and the Dukeseer Freya, and for DS1 they have the Centipede Demon and the Gaping Dragon, which I think the Gaping Dragon is kind of iconic. Yeah, it's not a bad boss. You can also cut off his tail to get a random hammer or an axe or something. It's not always is the Dragon Great axe hammer, I forget what it is in DS2. I think it's an axe. I don't think that weapon is in this game unless it is, and it's just a percentage chance to actually get it. But you do get a random weapon if you cut off his tail, which is very cool. Come over here. By the way, if you don't know how to play solo in this game without going offline, you can literally just come over here to the matchmaking settings and flick this thing on the bottom to single player, and we're gonna do that instead. From Software in the big 2025 still using peer-to-peer connections in their multiplayer. I love to see it. I say that, and there's peer-to-peer games that are still good, like Helldivers 2 I'm pretty sure is peer-to-peer, and it's like amazing. But again, no Shadow of the Erdtree stuff is kind of lame, not gonna lie, especially with all the cool weapons and bosses that are in that they just could have thrown in here and they didn't. But yeah, and for DS3 it's the Dancer of the Boreal Valley and whatchamacallit, the Nameless King, which are like, okay, those are pretty good, I won't lie. There are bosses that I would have preferred, obviously, but like a Gale or the Abyss Watchers or something. But yeah, I think the only real misses in terms of like the returning shit that they brought back is the I'm about to get dicked on by rats. Also, I don't know if this is true, but apparently using boluses just gives you permanent buffs. I saw that on Twitter. That might just be full of shit, or it was a Reddit post, and I saw somebody put the Reddit post on Twitter, I should say. But what do I want to do first? Oh, there's a holy camp over here. Okay, I'm gonna go do that shit. But yeah, my second issue with this game this is something that I heard about, you know, people reviewing the game and whatnot, is that the relic system, which is like the permanent meta progression in the game, is where you slot in things to like alter your character stats and give you buffs and whatever, like the permanent ones. And yeah, besides a select few of them, they don't seem to really be all that impactful. Ow. This has to be the worst possible spot to fight one of these things. Okay. Okay, guy. But yeah, besides the like select few of them that are like, oh, you heal and it heals everybody around you, or you know, use an item and the effect goes to everybody around you, or like the character specific ones that alter like the way your moves work. So like on Wilder, you use your grappling hook and you can get a relic that gives you a follow-up attack that sets your weapon on fire. It's super cool. But yeah, all the characters have some of them like that. Wow, he fucking exploded. Yeah, a lot of them are just like very minor stat increases or whatever have you. It'll be like +1, +2 faith, or +3 dexterity, which I'm not really sure what that means, because you can use everything in the game regardless of your stats. So I don't know if it like increases your scaling. Like I don't know what a lot of the stats do, because a lot of them like it'll be like +3 to your ultimate gauge. I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean like +3%? Does it mean +30%? Does it mean 30% speed? Like, it's very unclear what the stats actually mean for some of these things. Alright, Frogman, I need you to die, please. But yeah, a lot of the relics that you get for permanently upgrading your character do not seem all that impactful. Oh my god. Can I get to this church in time? I think I should be able to. And there was one last thing that I had. Oh yeah, I remember what it is. Just the overall, my final sort of, I guess, criticism and complaint to the game being that obviously it sort of ties into the last thing with, the game being marketed as like a roguelike experience. Obviously the level being the same with points of interest being sort of flipped around and enemy placements being sort of randomized. Obviously in like a regular roguelike, there's like different levels and shit that are all visually different. And there's, bosses at the end of each level. Which obviously the way this game is structured is slightly different. It's not exactly the same. But my point being, can I get to a cave? And this shit is all over there. But yeah, a lot of the things that you'd expect from a roguelike are not as present. A lot of the things aren't as randomized as you think they would be. Again, probably because the level layout is preset, or like the overall geography of the level is preset, I should say. I do not need a fire weapon. If I had a Storm Sword key, that'd be pretty baller, not gonna lie, but I sadly do not. Am I stupid? There's a cave here, is there not? Chat, is he dumb? Is it over here? Oh, it is over here. Okay. Oh, blue smithing stone. Okay. I can upgrade my Wilder's sword whenever I find one. Smithing table. Oh, hello. Yeah, killing this guy should get me a purple one. There you go. Put that in there. Now I can exit the way I came. And I need to find, I guess he's going to be in here somewhere, a merchant, because next to merchants is usually a smithing anvil. Oh god, it's in the fucking chariot camp. Okay, well, I might have to actually do this. Okay. Okay. That was fucking annoying. Okay, this is smithing table. Okay, so I can upgrade this weapon to... It's gonna explode. I can upgrade this weapon to purple, and I can upgrade my other sword to... Do you mind, sir? My other one to blue. There you go. And I don't think the grace here is gonna spawn until I get rid of all these. Okay. I literally can't move. There's one. Okay. How is that not? How is that not? Jesus Christ. Fucking mantling in this game is so annoying. Anyways, I only did this because I want the grace here. I don't actually want the fucking whatever weapon it is. But I guess having it won't hurt. There's the grace. It's up here. But yeah, the overall randomness of the just everything, like the level layouts, the enemy placements, or the enemy variety, I should say, is like, it's there obviously, but I don't think it's there to the extent that myself and a bunch of other people were hoping for. But in terms of like content, I'll buy one of those. In terms of, content or the lack thereof, there is going to be a DLC released for this game that's going to include more playable characters and more bosses. So, and I believe it's said that it's going to come out in the Q4 of 2025. So yeah, how much content that is and what that content is going to be, I have no idea. I know that FromSoft is like the last studio that anybody would want to like get into like live service multiplayer games, and I don't think they ever would. I think this game is clearly just like an experiment, like a fun side project that they have the resources to make, and they wanted to make something and do something different creatively. But that and Dusk Bloods, which is that Switch game that has Bloodborne and dinosaurs in it. Is there another church next to me somewhere? No, it's on the other side of the fucking map. Okay, well, no, there's also one above me. I could just go grab that one. But yeah, I feel like if there was, I got the fucking Bellbearing Hunter again. Okay, I got rid of them. Thank God. That's fucking so annoying. But yeah, if there was a game where they were going to like do live service-esque things and update it constantly, I feel like this should have been the game that they could have done that with. Because I don't think, unless they changed their minds or whether they just didn't say it, I think that DLC coming out later this year is like going to be the only content they add to the game. And yeah, playing solo, this was like this before the patch as well, but like the scaling on bosses seems like normal. Okay. I'm surprised at how much I remember how to fight this thing, considering I haven't played Elden Ring in like years. But yeah, I really feel like sudden enemy death upon attacks. If that worked against bosses, which I'm sure it doesn't, that would be really funny. I'll pick it up because it's funny, I guess. But yeah, I feel like this would have been a really cool game to actually have updated constantly and having new stuff added to it. I mean, I guess if they don't, and that DLC is the only thing that they ever add, then, you know, modders, whenever this game stops getting updates, will, you know, be the ones to do that. I'm pretty sure there's already mods for this game that add like a duos mode as well, because that's also something this game did not launch with, was the duos mode, which they did say they were going to add that after launch, I should say. But yeah, so far with Wilder, I think my favorite thing to do with him is to power stance greatswords. Ow. Hey guy, you want to fucking stop that? Okay, and his fucking... I hate this game. I just hate... Oh, another Knight's Greatsword. That's funny. You know what? I'm gonna pick that up just for the passive and level up and go to this church before I run out of time. Even though, like I said, I'm pretty sure you... It feels like you get more time playing solo. I might be wrong, though. What was I talking about? I completely forgot. Grab that. So now I have 5 heals, and I should get 6 at the end of the day. Do I want to go over here? I guess I can. I don't really have anything else to do. I could go into a mine and get another purple stone, actually. Maybe I should do that instead. Ooh, scarab. Can't wait to drop dog shit. Yep, okay. What are perfuming arts? Because there's no perfume bottles in this game. Like the Shadow of the Erdtree weapon, which is another weapon type that I'm sad is not in this. Oh yeah, I hope that, yeah, modders will probably be the people to add all the shit into this. If they don't add stuff besides that DLC that they plan on making. I think I have been in here already. Of course, I get to the 1K. Oh, wait. Am I wrong? Was I wrong? Might have been wrong. Should be an enemy in here? Am I smoking dick? This is a cave that I've been in before already? I guess it is. How the fuck do I get out of here? But yeah, I hope maybe if they see like how much people want to like have more content in this game, they might reconsider their plans if they didn't originally plan to add more stuff. I don't know what the fuck was up with this cave. First, the one cave I picked is a fucking cave that has nothing in it. I can go here, I guess. Because yeah, I think the thing what I should probably focus on doing is upgrading my other weapon to purple. I do have a holy weapon. Right, let's see how much damage this does. And if it's not a lot, then I'll try. That's decent damage. Okay, he should be dead here if I hit him like one more time. There you go. All right, what are you gonna give me? A legendary. Oh, it does holy damage. This also does holy damage. Now I'll pick this up just for the lulz, I guess. Is there a gray set spawn here? Yes, there is. Use this to quickly level up. And yeah, I should be able to make it into that mine still and get a thingy. There's also a jump pad here. Love to see it. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use it. What does this do? Defeating enemies restores HP and power of despair. I don't know what that is. Also, I hate the mantling system in this game. I didn't really see people like messing with it. Like I didn't see people having an issue with it when I was watching people play it or like in the trailers and stuff. But man, the mantling system in this game is something else. You run in here and get another stun. Jump down here. I do think I have the most chance of success using the and I believe this should be the stone. Yeah, there we go. It's so weird having seals have like preset spells just attached to them. It's super cool, but yeah, I guess it would have been annoying if you were playing a magic class and you had to RNG get a good seal and get good spells. What do I want to come do now? I don't think I actually have all that much time left. Ooh, if I can make it to that church, that would be ideal. It's like all the way across the playable zone though, so and I think this bird is going to send me flying that way, so not this way. But yeah, if I had to choose, I just talking about random shit now about this game, in terms of the like returning Dark Souls bosses that they put in here, if I could add like let's say 2 more from each game, so it would be 4 from each game. For Dark Souls 1, I would have to choose Artorias as one of them, and who would the other one be that I would want? Maybe like Calamite, or maybe Ornstein and Smo, just for like, wow, we got here way faster than I thought we would, just for like iconic points. Gold prawn. Oh yeah, there's no big enemies on the map that are in the zone anymore. Yeah, so I would choose, oh, the zone is right here too. You see, yeah, for DS1 I would choose Artorias and Ornstein and Smo. Imagine if they put the Bed of Chaos as a like event boss that you teleport into its arena. That'd be fucked up, but also kind of funny, I won't lie. The Eclipse Shotel. What does this do? Power of Despair. I have no idea what that is. Is that the... No, that's different. What is Power of Despair? That's not the weapon art. The weapon art is Death Flare, which I actually don't know what this does because there's no NPCs. Oh, actually, that's a lie. There are NPCs. NPC invaders. Oh, the lake boss is a fucking demi-human queen. Ooh. This is stupid. I should not be doing this, but just to get some quick runes, I guess. Wow. Okay. Sure. Do I have enough to level up? Nope. I'm like 10 grand off. Okay. Well, I got some runes and I got another weapon, I guess. Yeah, usually the like boss is something like a dragon, which they aren't difficult. They're just annoying to hit in the head. But yeah, for DS1, Artorias, Ornstein, and Snow. For DS2, I would have to choose like, there's a lot of cool bosses, especially in the DLC. It's kind of cheap to go for DLC bosses because they're all like objectively good. But I would have to choose like Sorolon and the Ivory King. Because I won't lie, there's not really a ton of vanilla DS2 bosses that I particularly care for. You could throw Velstadt in there, I guess, as like one of the good vanilla game bosses. The grab effect that they put on enemies is very strange. Like sometimes it doesn't even match the like type of enemy that it's attached to. A random enemy will have electric effects for it to grab, even though it's like a fire dog or whatever the fuck. I'm just gonna ult you now.
There is no escape.
Oh, so this is fun. This fucking blood judgment cuts when he enters his like aggro phase. There you go. Yeah, I feel like enemies that should be resistant to holy aren't like resistant to it at all. Or maybe I'd be doing more damage otherwise, who knows. I did not know he could do this again. That was scary. Ow. Okay. I was meant to roll there, but it didn't do it. Okay. Okay. I'm just playing like I have Golden Vow. I should just be popping this for like regardless. Okay. Just whip 180 degrees behind yourself to do that. Sure. Sure, guy. Oh, log, save me. Okay. Oh, you do get one free self-revive because I have one in my inventory and it did not use it. Alright, well that was way sloppier than it should have been, but you know what, we did it. And I still have one more for the final boss. Grab that one. But yeah, besides the rune increase and the free self-revive, I don't know what they changed about solo, if anything else, because the scaling for the enemies and the bosses is like, that's what it was like before the patch. I'm over here and upgrade this to a Burple. I should probably put this in my right hand actually, because it doesn't do, in order to get a holy on it, I would have to use the weapon art. So I'll do that, I guess. I really want to know what this does. The Power of Despair. Obviously that's like a passive buff it has, but I don't know what it is. Come over here and switch these. There you go. All right, well, level 12. All right. This is usually around the level that I finish a solo run at. In fact, this is probably the level that I would also finish like a co-op run at as well. I'm not like the best player. I know there are solo players that can get to like level 14, 15. And obviously if you're playing with a party, then it's very easy to do that if you know what the fuck you're doing. But this is the typical gameplay of a bumbling idiot who Ungambunga's power stance jump attacks. I had a run yesterday where I was using 2 inseparable greatswords. I got 2 of them in the same run and they both do innate holy damage. And I also got a claw talisman, the jump attack one. Yeah, I will say playing with randoms, you know, in terms of connection and just in terms of the way that they sometimes act can be annoying, but like beating a run with randoms is super satisfying when you all also this is like the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen in a video game. But yeah, beating a run with randoms is like super gratifying. You're all spinning around and gesturing at the end of the fight. It's super cool. I was like, can I just stand here while the boss spawn on the timer? I don't know. I'm gonna drink my drink though. All right, well, I have my self-revive and 1 flame grease, which is probably useless in this fight because the boss is resistant to fire. So also I didn't buy anything from the shop. I have 18 grand in souls left. I was not paying attention. It should be fine. Also, this boss is super cool. I don't think there's a single bad Night Lord boss. Hey, I'll just keep it a buck. Like there's one of them that I'm not super like a huge fan of just in terms of their design. But oh my god. There you go. Yeah, doing these bosses, at least this one, I should say. This is the only boss that I've done solo so far. I was going to do the next one in the list for this video, but wow, that actually hit me. That's upsetting. Yeah, this phase is kind of sketchy. Solo. I don't know what that does, but it's easier to stagger, so fuck it. Yeah, all the bosses have like elemental weaknesses that trigger a special stagger. So this one is weak to holy. Ow. Oh, I was not paying attention. You guys want to like reform? That'd be cool. That'd be pretty tight. Okay. There you go. We traded there, but you know what? We take those. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well. I have another one? I still have the one in my inventory. Weird. I don't understand how using this item works, because I think you have to select it while you're downed, even though you can't see your HUD. Or maybe it just uses it automatically. I'm not sure. Ow. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I only bought one in this run. Ow. All right, guy. Please die for me. Thank you. And maybe I'll see it in the footage that I bought two, but I'm pretty sure I only bought one. So I don't know what this is still doing in my inventory, but yeah, we did it. Also, I love that the arenas changed for each Night Lord to a different color and aesthetic. It's super cool. But yeah, there we go. This is usually how I beat this run with Wilder. I just equip two great swords with holy, or even one of them with holy. Fuck it. It doesn't really matter, and just power stance and jump attack. I feel like I'm in for a rude awakening once I start fighting the other bosses and playing the other characters, because you can't just unga bunga jump attack. And yeah, I'm glad I got a successful run in for this video. If I failed, that would have been embarrassing. But yeah, that co-op game that I accidentally went into earlier where the Revenant fucking Misatsu'd into the ether was very funny. I got a thing for the Executor. Character skill boosts attack, but attacking drains HP. That's depending on how much of that is, that might be worth it. It also depends on how much it drains, I guess. But yeah, endurance +3. I'm assuming that would be like +3 points into the stat, which doesn't seem all that good. But like the other one, character skill cooldown reduction +2. What does that mean? Like, I know they've always been like vague about what the fuck stats and scalings actually do in this game, and sometimes they just straight up lie to you. But I feel like in a game like this, it would be important to have like way more detailed explanations into what all this shit does. But yeah, that was my first video and the first recorded run of Elden Ring Nightraign. Yeah, this game is super cool. Obviously, it has some flaws, and I hope that... Obviously, the biggest flaws to me are the, like, I wish the game was more random, and obviously, having more content from, like, Shadow of the Erdtree, and just adding more content over time would help alleviate how familiar the game gets the more that you play it. But yeah, I do think this game is overall still very much worth it. Again, there are, like, 8 unique bosses that you can fight, and the unique characters, and the game is only $40. I feel like that content alone justifies the price tag. But yeah, this game is really fun. I know I've been like saying I'm gonna be doing this and that with other games. You know, I still have the BO6 camo grind and zombies to do. I still have to do the DMC3 Crimson stuff. But yeah, there's so many things that I want to do, and so many things coming out that yeah, just wanting to make videos and play all this shit is time consuming. So apologies for if you're, you know, there's something specific that you want me to play or you want to watch and I haven't gotten around back to it. It's just, there's a lot of stuff happening. But I did also, just a little end note, I did also buy Black Ops Cold War on Steam for the it's on sale for like $20. So I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it. If I get bored and I want zombies to play that's not BO3 or BO6, then I can hop on that. But regardless of that, if you did enjoy this video and you want to help support the channel and help me get to 2K, then subscribing to the channel and liking the video would be very much appreciated. I'm going to, don't hold me to this, I'm going to attempt to edit this video and upload it. And when this is uploaded, I'm going to be doing my 1,000 subscriber stream. I'm going to try to do 24 hours. However, if I die in the middle of it and I have to like go sleep, then, you know, that'll be that. But it'll be a very long stream at the very least. But yeah, anyways, later.